Well, no, Fanatic. Hello, mate. How you doing? Hope you're well, mate. Thank you. Oh, United States, but you can turn on and say Canada now. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Bar pain and everything. Yeah, I'm okay, mate. Always am. You've got to be, ain't you? You know what I mean? You can't let anything get you down. Just keep on plodding on, as they say. How's your day been, or morning, should I say? Thank you for smashing that like button. Brilliant, nice one. Total respect. I've got a bit of a storm here in the UK at the minute. It's Storm Eric. It's blowing a quite bad gale. Very windy. Right. Does anybody want to chat about the two world wars and what bits you might know, stuff like that? Burning Sands, hello. How you doing? Hope you're well. Just going to probably do a little bit of a history chat while I'm doing things behind the mask. Yeah, personally, my histories, I like most war histories because it teaches what's going to happen in the future. Because you have to learn from history to know what's going to happen in the future. The one like Manic Magic. Hey guy, how you doing, mate? Good day, mate. It's night time there in Australia now. Probably 10 hours ahead of us, so it's probably about 3 or 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that, I think. Yeah, so I like a lot of my histories. I followed a lot of the war histories and everything like that, because I tend to find all the stuff we use in modern day and everything like that generally was released to the army or the forces and stuff like that first, and then we try and find it in civilian life for our uses. And yeah, Second World War and the First World War is what really gets my interest at the minute, because obviously it's a great advancement forward of how things happen, where we suddenly jump from being like a backward technology planet to suddenly being a massive forward technology planet. You know what I mean? And wars are definitely not good and stuff like that. But out of war comes technology and new inventions and stuff like that. I know it happens all the time everywhere, but at war times, more inventions, more technology gets invented. Just gonna say a couple more hellos there. Hell's Porn PB, FPV. Hello, hope you're doing well. Good day to the one like Darren Bear. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nice vid earlier with the DeLorean and the other bits. I take that's from a magazine release they're doing over there or something. It's 4 minutes past 7 in Nevada. Is it still snowing there, Burning Sands? Yeah, that goes up and down, Manic. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you anyway. But yeah, it goes up and down, so it's all cool. The one like Brandon Burnham, also from Australia. Good day, mate. I'm doing well. Farmel, right? Farmel got his 5K. Oh, congrats, Farmel. Well done. I misread that, didn't I? Yeah, congrats, Farmel, on getting your 5K. I think I actually did comment on one of your videos about that. But yeah, as I say, I like my history, stuff like that. I do like the war histories, everything like that. Hence the reason a lot of our videos and our war history videos, well, when I say war history videos, we explore old sites from the First World War, Second World War, and other places, Napoleonic places and stuff like that. Right, big shout out to the one like Hasdak. How are you doing, mate? Afternoon. Any of your mates coming in today? Big shout out to the one like Centroid. Hello, mate. Exploring with Kev. Hello, Kev. What you doing? Are you coming over tonight, today, or something, or anything? You missed last night, mate. I made a roast. You could have had a chicken roast. But yeah, we tend to like our war history and stuff like that. Cold War history is quite good as well, because that's when we tend to find a lot of the bunker systems went bust up, and a lot of places. Oh, you're DJing tonight. Good on you then, mate. Have a good one. You finished work that then? You home yet? Yeah, but I like Operation Market Garden. The Bridge Too Far, if anybody knows the movie, stuff like that. Hey guys, yeah, I love history. War history, definitely. The Cold War, the bunkers, I say, there's plenty of underground bunkers around here. A lot of Cold War history around here as well. Once you think you've found just about everything, you find something else. But it's also that thing of, for every bunker you find, there's 10 more you don't know of. Yeah, guys, you are talking to a mask, but don't worry about that. It means I can get on and do things behind the scenes. So what do you guys like about history? What's your favourite part of history you like? Centroid, there you go, that's to you, mate, because, yeah. With you being a teacher and stuff like that, it must be just more than calculus and maths you like. I used to love history in school, but the teacher did not like me. But there you go, you can't have everything. Hell's porn, yeah, well, yeah, you know what I mean. I think a lot of countries are repeating history, especially here in the UK. That's definitely happening. We're slipping back in time to the 18th century. I'm a fan of World War II genre. Yeah, yeah, obviously that we like that World War II genre, as you can see from the videos and stuff. Probably because you know the true history. Can't agree with you more. Hellspawn. There you go. You see, Hellspawn. People in America agree. It's some crazy stuff happening. You know what I mean? The one like Asgard. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. But yeah, history in our country in the UK. I don't think you have it in a lot of your countries there now. Working people and everything like that. Not just the poor, not just the people on benefits. We now have food banks. Believe it or not, there can be policemen, nurses. You know what I mean? People with real good jobs in that are going to these food banks to feed themselves. It feels like we're stepping back to the Victorian era in this country, where the class system and everything totally overrun everything else. You know what I mean? To see now in towns and cities here, people on the streets everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Now, if we'd gone back 10 years ago, this wouldn't have happened. And some people were like, "Yeah, but wait a minute, it was the financial crash and everything would have done that." Do you know what? No. It wasn't. It was stupid rules brought in, yeah, by draconian governments and stuff like that. What think best? You know what I mean? And yeah, totally destroyed it, and it's destroying this country as well. But our history is totally getting bad. It's not very good. You know what I mean? But America, I've seen some videos of LA and stuff and places like that along the old LA River and everything, which has just now become a massive, you know what I mean, homeless camp area and everything like that. It's craziness. Hello, Joyce. Hope you're well. Hello, Andrew. Hope you're well. Hello, Brent. I hope you're well as well. RML, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Thank you for commenting on the videos and stuff. That's major respect for that. As important as it is, I'm afraid I'm turned off by Vietnam years. It's been shoved down my throat so much growing up. No disrespect, of course. Funny you should say that. I do have an interest in Vietnam stuff as well, but I also know the true fact of some of the stuff what happened there, and it was a phony war, and it unfortunately killed about 58,000 American soldiers. Died in that war for let's put it this way, someone's drug habits and shipping, you know what I mean, to around the rest of the world. But yeah, that's crazy. And testing ultimate kinds of drugs on people in Vietnam. Yeah, it's mad stuff that was. But yeah, Vietnam was a crazy one, and I fear that we might be going into some sort of that sort of situation again. If you see what I mean, with Venezuela, if it kicks off, obviously with Venezuela having the biggest oil reserves left in the world, um, yeah, you can see what's going to happen there, can't you? Look what not just United States, our country as well, United Kingdom and a few NATO countries have done to the rest of the world at the minute. We're actually destroying it. Yeah, we're destroying the history. I think they're purposely trying to destroy and wipe out history. You know what I mean? Which is quite crazy. Yeah, it has that. It's definitely South America, mate. You know what I mean? I've seen loads of helicopters and everything. Americans are in Colombia now. There are literally tons of helicopters, American helicopters, Marines, everything. Are all now stationed on the border with Colombia, ready to move into Venezuela and take over. Invasion, basically. Yeah, exactly, Centroid. Some crazy stuff went on that. Not to mention the arrival of the Cold War. Yeah, the phony Cold War was between, you know what I mean? At the minute, this is what makes me crazy in Ukraine and stuff like that. Ukraine and Russia are not allies, yeah? They're meant to be at war with each other, sort of, you know what I mean? But the funny thing is, Russia has its Gazprom pipeline going all the way through Ukraine. You know what I mean? And Ukraine gets paid a lot of money from Russia to let that go through the Ukraine and to go off to the rest of Europe. So it's quite funny. You know what I mean? We won't be enemies, but in commercial terms, they're operating with each other like it's just normal business. In space, they work together like it's normal business. Down here on the Earth, they're blagging us, the citizens, yeah, but it's doom, 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 fear when it's not. You know what I mean? It's them making us like feeling fear. So we have to consume, we have to buy, we have to do as they tell us, we have to consume their electricity, we have to consume their clothes, we have to consume everything they tell us to do. You know what I mean? It's called an open prison, planet Earth. Yeah, it's crazy. Rob Piper, sorry, mate, you're in the house. Thank you very much, mate, for popping in. Google Belt Road Initiative coming through. Belt Road Initiative. Yeah, I have to try and remember to write some of these down because I'm more likely I might have come across a lot of stuff, but I need it jogging in my memory. But there's a lot of craziness going on, and this history is repeating itself. And I think it's well, obviously Kennedy on that told us, didn't he, the military-industrial combat complex and all that. But like most of you Americans know what really happened in 9/11 now, don't you? Across there, you know what I mean? But as I've heard a lot of Americans say, we just don't say anything anymore because there's a chance that we can be put in prison. And sorry, guys, I'm just writing stuff down as well. Yeah, so come on, guys, let's throw some history out here. There's quite a few of us oldies here, so we've seen quite a bit, and there's probably quite a lot older than us, but there you go. Yes, we are too dumb to avoid repeating history. I don't think it's a case of too dumb. I think it's on purposely repeated. You know what I mean? It's keeping them people in power, isn't it? It's keeping them in money. It's keeping them in the ways they want to be. You know what I mean? There will be a global revolution at one point. Whether we're going to live to see it, it should be happening around about now. But that's mad stuff, that is. But as I say, history repeats itself, and seems to be France yet again is the trigger to repeat history. Don't know if anybody knows about Latvia or Lithuania. Latvia or Lithuania, one of the two, has now moved over to a complete facial recognition card system, pay on card money system, all that sort of craziness, stuff like that, biometrics, all of that. And then it was meant to be rolled out in France, hence the reason a lot of this stuff is going on in France now. It's meant to be rolling out in a few other countries in Europe. They say UK is coming out of the European Union, but I think that's a stitch up as well. That's what most true veterans do, mate. They don't talk about what they see, mate. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, well, I'd say I did not go to war, so I cannot take no honour for being a veteran like that. You know what I mean? I did not spend a lot of time in the army at all, really. But I won't take an honour from somebody who's done it. And what I find out from veterans and what have been, they don't talk. They don't want to talk, mate. They've seen some very nasty horrors. And I think at the end of it, they get to realise that they've just been used as pawns in a big, big game. So come on, someone throw a bit of history at us then. We all like to learn a little bit. I know there's chats going on and you're all trying to support each other, getting to each other and everything like that. But it's a chat about history. Let's chat about history. Throw some history at us. Somebody might know something I totally don't. I've got some weird stuff in my head. He was originally supposed to go to Pork Chop Hill. Yeah, okay, yeah, well, yeah. Centroid, bang on, mate. I've seen the movies and stuff and the documentaries, so carry on. But at the last minute, his unit was directed otherwise. If he had to happen, it went up. Yeah, I know, Pork Chop Hill, mate. And practically every time they went up Pork Chop Hill, they took it. The commanders and that get down the hill again. It was like crazy, yet again, like Hamburg Hill and all that in Vietnam and stuff. Crazy stuff, man. And yeah, Pork Chop Hill, they all got blown to bits. Hasn't it? My mate was in the first Gulf War. Wouldn't talk about it. The main road to Baghdad was awful. Right, Azdak. Yeah, I know totally about that. One of my training corporal was that column that got done by the Americans, got shot up by the Americans, where we lost 3 tanks and about 12 men or something like that, or whatever it was. One of my corporals was in one of them columns at the back. Yeah, we did not get on in the army. He was in. He's post-traumatic stress got took out on us like in a training camp. But yeah, that road to Baghdad, mate, a bomb for miles and miles and miles. I've seen plenty of burnt bodies and everything from there. See, I went in not long after the first Gulf War, so obviously it was still fresh in the army. I still see vehicles what were brought back and stuff what were brought back from there, what the army bring back as sort of trophies and stuff. Yeah, absolutely crazy, man. Some crazy stuff the Gulf War. All that depleted uranium rounds what have ended up now poisoning and killing our troops. Yes, I never pushed him to speak about it. It was a sensitive issue, and I respect it. Yeah, that centroid with things like that, mate. You've got to wait until they're ready to tell you. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's. I found a lot of people have spoke about their war backgrounds and everything like that, but then again, I haven't been able to find out about much of them being in the war. So, what does that say? My chances of ever going back to war totally changed when the life change happened to me. But there you go. In one way, I suppose it saved me going back and being in a grave right now. But then again, I did survive and I've died a couple of times and I've come back. But there you go, that's another story. I have 5 uncles all together in a German prison camp during World War II. Wow, Burning Suns, that is brilliant. I do remember the story of 5 brothers from America. I think it was a lady from out Texas way. She had a farm, if I remember rightly. She was given honours to bring home. It's basically something like Private Ryan. You know what I mean? It was something like the true story of Private Ryan, where she lost most of her sons, and they really did go and decide to go, right, we're going to get one of her sons back. You know what I mean? So it was a case of they went out. I think she lost 3 or 4 sons, and then the army over there, or I think who was trying to remember who was the president at the time over there in America, World War II. But yeah, they got the sons back. They got the last one back. You know what I mean? So that was good, because if you're giving up 5 sons for your nation, I mean, at least get the last one out there. You don't want to wipe out a family. The one like Air Reviews and History, Steve, mate, how you doing? Hope you're well, buddy. I worry when the vets brag about what they did. Either way, are a bit touched in the head, or yes, yeah, that's exactly that centroid. I would gone in the head a little bit, PTSD or whatever, or lying, because them kind of people don't really want to talk it. They're really they need a lot of help, if you know what I mean, and support. Rod Piker, yeah, well, with my family being Irish, mate, but we're from the south, you know what I mean, and also I was not allowed to Northern Ireland. My regiment was in Northern Ireland, and I wasn't allowed there due to family histories and stuff. So if it ever got to a certain point of me being stationed there, I would have to stay in the UK because I wasn't allowed to go over. I've lost friends in Northern Ireland though. The last guy to die in the Troubles, the last soldier, Stephen Restrick. Yeah, it was a school buddy. Yeah, he was the last person to die in the Northern Ireland Troubles then, not the Northern Ireland Troubles now, what's starting back up again, which is craziness, man. Absolute craziness. I fear for what's going to happen over there, Rod. I'm not bothered what side you're from, Rod. I totally don't give a damn about that. You know what I mean? I just fear for what might happen to you guys coming up in soon. Guys, you have to forgive me a minute. I've had it on the top chat, so I've probably been missing things. I now need to go back and, sorry, check I haven't missed too much. Well, I think I got most of it. I think. Very history. Thanks, mate. Make sure send in everyone some love. If I miss everyone, send. Cheers, guys. We're not using them normal words and stuff. You know what I mean? What messes us all over. Fearless Soul, how are you doing? I hope you're well. So, guys, you know what? This is what we can do. Is why he's in here? We might as well. You know what I mean? He's good. He's like this stuff, like me as well. Area of views and history, Steve. Come on, mate. Give us some history, mate. You're good at this as well. We're getting some good snippets from people in here of history and things like that. So that's brilliant. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Nice to see that you guys are actually going over and doing some good networking. See, the place where I was born once was an old airfield, funny enough. It was probably one of the first airfields in the UK. I actually did my history exam on it at school. I met the guy that wrote the book. It was only a small book, only about 50 pages or anything like that. But all the time I grew up to a certain age, I did not realise I actually, you know what I mean, was born on an old RAF base. When I say born, it was new housing estate and everything put back on then. But yeah, the old site originally was a RAF station. So maybe that's why I got the bug about things like that, because I was actually born on one, and I was christened right next to the officers' mess as well. So that's yeah, it's crazy. There's plenty of history from Lincolnshire, mate. Where would you like to begin? All right, and Steve, your Bomber Command country, that's your area, mate. Let's go for some Bomber Command stuff, mate. Burning Sands, that's more than welcome. Thank you very much for popping in, and I hope you have a good day there. I hope the animals are well, and that snow's starting to go. Yeah, Rob Piker. Yeah, I see the car bomb the other day in the centre. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was not good. I know there's been a few attacks in that. And I've been watching stuff on the YouTube. It was about the young IRA coming through now and supported by the real IRA, you know what I mean, Pyro and all that. And they're threatening how they're going to bring back the troubles and everything. And it's like, and then you got the other side, what are doing the punishments and everything and coming back again. I just hoped all that had stopped, really. Just island be island, man. You guys, you're funny. You sing well sometimes. You know what I mean. You know how to have a crack. Yeah, you know, you banter. You have big families. When your families are good, they support each other. You know what I mean. It's come on, Island man. Show the rest of the world what can be done. Right, I'm currently working on an RAF Grimsby Waltham history video, including the history of 100 Squadron. The final raid of Hitler's Eagles nest flew from there here in my hometown. Wicked. Yeah, the Eagle's Nest in Bavaria, wasn't it? Was it Bavaria? After the US had gone in and stripped it, or was the US gone in afterwards, the foot troops? Yeah, that's cool, man. So obviously around me where I am, Steve, and that there's plenty of bomber history this way, and there's plenty of fighter history this way. You know what I mean? What supported the planes, and there's also plenty of dummy airfields and dummy invasion areas around here because they were trying to make it look like the invasion was going to come from the east. So we had a lot of emplacements put here, literally just up the road here. A massive dummy old airfield. Apparently, the Germans bombed quite a bit, thinking it was a major airfield and that. But it was just, yeah, blow up stuff and things. I love the slogan of 100 Squadron. Do not stir the hornet's nest. Brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Stir the hornet's nest, mate. You're going to get stung. RML 3000. Thank you, mate. Steve is good history. I've got tons of useless knowledge in my head. Yeah, and I should think there's quite a lot of people here who've got knowledge in here actually. Hey, I don't know if Manic's still in here, but there you go. Manic's history, Australian history, back to the days of Gallipoli, back to the days of the Anzacs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They got some great history there from where they helped us out. Also, unfortunately, they got involved in the Vietnam War. Our country weren't allowed to join, the UK, but we were allowed to send, funny enough, the Commonwealth. And a lot of Australian soldiers died in Vietnam. And I also think, if I remember rightly, some Canadian soldiers might have gone to Vietnam as well. But yeah, poor old Aussies got dragged into Vietnam. Hey, we have Denmark in the building, if I remember rightly. I won't say your name, but I won't say your real name, but Explore 101, how you doing? Explore 101, just some brilliant explores. We're talking about history and stuff like that, Explore 101. And the stuff you do, the old German bunkers and everything from the Second World War and everything. Yeah, guys, some brilliant stuff that Explores walked into. Okay, Anna, that's cool. Yeah, Anna's gone into some brilliant stuff. You know what I mean? German hospital bunkers and stuff like that. Anna, we've got this little joke. Anna loves our pillboxes for one reason. She laughs at them because she knows one hit from a Tiger tank and these pillboxes we've got would just be obliterated. You know what I mean? Yeah, because Anna can show you real pillboxes and real bunkers. You know what I mean? Got a lot her way. Drone Landscapes, you're in the building. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're well. But yeah, so the Aussies, they had the Anzacs, they had Gallipoli and stuff like that. They lost a lot of people in the First World War, fighting the Turks and everything. But then they were dragged into the Vietnam War. So UK weren't allowed to go, so they sent the Aussies to fight alongside the Americans. So a lot of people tend to forget that. Got one like Rapid, how you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Rapid Man, you've got quite a lot of knowledge as well, history knowledge of World War II and World War One and Cold War. Feel free to add knowledge and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily mean tell people where things are, but let them know a bit about your history and your knowledge. You know of these things. You know what I mean? The one like Nate Johnson, I hope you're well. I've been Steve from L Histories. I've been put in contact with a guy who has studied the entire area of RF Waltham, and he grew up around here. He is an old guy now, and is willing to show me all. Yeah, obviously, Steve, you know you got to get that. You got filming, don't you? We've had this opportunity as well. We've found a guy and all that. Unfortunately, he might. Well, Rapid Man knows this. You know what I mean? We found a few people now what are willing to let us go and film and things like that, and other places we've been to where said, right, we're coming back, because they basically turn around and gone, yeah, everyone's about to die and we want to get everything down on history as much as we can. So I think that's why we managed to get onto a lot of these sites, because they're glad that we want to know the history as well. So you can see a lot more videos of ours now. The history side come a bit more, you know what I mean? Because at first we didn't want people going to certain locations, so they got destroyed more. But the history sites, that's cool. We don't mind. There's a lot of things on the internet and stuff like that. So we will be expanding on the history side of stuff we do. To do the old ram in. Nah, done it, mate. Already done it. I think if well, I'm trying. I'm not too sure. Well, we've done something called that anyway. Yeah, exactly, Rapid Man. You know what I mean? The knowledge of that guy is absolutely unbelievable, and he knows all the veterans. Was it? I'm sure somebody's died in there, and that. You know what I mean? You got to think a lot of people have been through that place. I'm sure someone's had a heart attack or something at some time in there. Australia also became implicated in the war due to the threat posed by the expansion of communism known as the domino effect. There you go, Drone Landscapes. Thank you very much, mate. It's always good for someone to, like we say, share the old bang bang. You know what I mean? Wait, I might missed that 101. Have you covered up? You covered up the camera because of my copyright. No, no, I've got some major stuff going on behind me here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've got the builders in, and they're building nothing. Right, let's have a catch up. Kelly Paulson, hello, how you doing? Right, some sort of cult thing. Okay, right, yeah. The efforts from the Australians for the UK was astonishing in World War One and World War Two, and the Vietnam War. Steve, mate, they were forced into the Vietnam War, and I think some of the Canadians were as well. A lot of them died in Vietnam, unfortunately. Some good, I like having the drone landscape. It's brilliant. There's been about two or three Australians in tonight, and yeah, it's glad, mate, because we have been talking about some of that, and it's good that you've come in and shared that knowledge, mate. That's brilliant. But yeah, I might do Fridays now as a history chat or something like that. You know what I mean? I'd say, you know what I mean? I'm just random, go on when I want, really, or when I'm just trying to do other things and occupy my mind and stuff. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I missed your random. Well, actually, I missed quite a lot last night because I had to do other things. So I missed a lot of people's streams last night. I noticed, Steve, that you'd put up a random stream. I hadn't gone and looked at it yet, mate. What was it? Conspiracies or something? In total, approximately 60,000 Australian ground troops, Air Force, and naval personnel served in Vietnam. Wow. Wow. Between 1962 and 1970. Yeah, I knew it was the dates and that, but I did not know it was 60,000 people. I know 58,000 Americans died, or was it 58,000 Americans or died or wounded there? But 60,000 Australian ground troops. Amazing. Well, Australia, mate. Thanks, guys. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you know what I mean? It was one of them wrong wars, weren't it? But God, wow, you guys certainly put in the effort there. And rest in peace to all the guys that died, man. um, I'm having a facelift, mate. Yeah, Rob, thank you very much for popping in, mate. Lovely jubbly. Yes, sir. I understand what you're saying, sir, mate. But I was just saying, you know what I mean, rest in peace to the ones that were killed in action and stuff. You know what I mean? Say it was 58,000. I think it was 58,000 Americans killed and wounded in Vietnam, something like that. Off the top of my head. Of Steve, I've seen quite a few of them on the war channels and the history channels and stuff. Um, it's trying to know where I put it again as well. 'Cause I'm useless at trying to know where I put stuff. Darren, big up, mate. Thank you very much. Another one from Australia, mate. Good day, good evening, good night, and all that business. You know what I mean? Thank you very much for popping in, mate. Yeah, drone landscape. It was yeah. It's what I call phony war. You know what I mean? Loads of people died for the gore. You know what I mean? Of the generals and everything above, and the people making money out of a war situation like that, and really hidden under the disguise of communism spread. Yep, we know that was going on as well, and it had to possibly be stopped and everything. But as per usual, they were doing a lot of dodgy business behind the scenes. Steve, here's one for you. Have you heard of the Brody entrapment, Ukraine? The Brody entrapment, Ukraine, World War Two. Darren, you have a good one, mate. And this one goes out to all the UK people. How you been hit by the storm? Eric's blowing a gale, isn't it? No, not specifically, mate. Okay, right. Anyway, if I did that, look, you can. Where is it? There you go. Look. Hello. Go on then, Pete. Let's throw some more history about. Where was the Battle of Waterloo, everyone? Someone's going to say down in London, next to the river, next to the station. Oh, mate, well, yeah, you're going to get battered, mate. Eric's here, mate. Eric's here. Yeah, obviously Waterloo, but where? Where was Waterloo? What's that? It's usually like, sun's out, tap's out. Come on, someone's obviously Googling now where Waterloo was. Well, guys, it's easy. It certainly wasn't in this country, was it? Answers on the back of a postcard. Oh, dear. Oh, me dear, me dear, me dear. Gallipoli, yeah. First World War, good on you. Explore one of war. I specialise in British American history from the 1900s and onwards, especially Prohibition, World War One and World War Two. I dabbled in a bit of Vietnam history. Cool, sound as. Steve, why am I covered up? In a lot of pain, mate, and sometimes I'm doubled up and that, and I just find when I'm like that, I'm moving around a lot, and it's just does everybody else heading. You know what I mean? Right. Okay, then, guys. Look, there you go. I'll give you this. Look, to learn something new. Everybody needs to learn something new. Oh, I don't mind, mate. That's all cool. I say people think a lot of faces me. It don't. Even when they write that word triggered. Oh well, so what? If you really think it affected me, that hasn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've dabbled in Vietnam history, mate. Yeah. Well, I like a little bit about the Boer Wars and stuff like that. You know what I mean? A little bit about a lot of the wars, really, but mainly it was World War One onwards and stuff where technology really advanced. There you go. Look. I just got to go and put the water into the kettle. You need to oh dear. Along the A1, Steve, where there's all the old airfields, as you come down to the bottom of Lincolnshire Way, you know what I mean? On the A1, coming up to our border, There's a lot of old airfields there, bomber airfields, I think, mate. I hear the landowner is actually quite nice. You know what I mean? We've done a video on that on there, and we did try finding the landowner, just couldn't find it. It was just such a big place, and yeah, apparently the landowner there is quite nice and loves giving out history. So that might do you for a history video there. I'll have to try and remember and text you on Facebook for your location. Joint idea. Right, okay, right. See. I say today when I decided to come and sit back on the chair and have a look on here, bad night's pain. It was like, wait a minute, Steve was on last night. I swear you got me confused. We'd gone back a day. You know what I mean? I was like, wait a minute, I swear. I was like, no, surely. And I see it was Thursday written on there. I was like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? I thought I'd travel back in time again, mate. Right, come on, let's throw some history about, peeps. Doesn't have to be war history or anything like that. I'm always up for learning new bits of history. What I need is copyright-free music in the background or something. Here's a personal little bit of history about mine then. If anybody knows who the Memphis Belle is, some of you might know this already. The Memphis Belle crew. I have had the honour of meeting Captain Bob Morgan in uniform, and had the honour of escorting him and his party around the base to show him old memories from when they were there. And I am really dying to try and find out the photographer what got the pictures of it all. I should have got it back then, but I was on duty. Yeah, cool, mate. I'm just a random streamer, really. You know what I mean? As and when, or sometimes when the lads want to come round, because it's Kev, are you here or anything, mate? It's hard to get them round. They don't like being kidnapped for live streams until they're here. Now, honestly, Richie has his fitness regime. He does. The guy there, he's really into his swimming and everything. You know what I mean? He's in trying to keep him fit, just so he can eat more cake. And they'll tell you that's probably just the reason why. But yeah, Kevin Rich love cake. I used to love cake. Oh look, I knew you was there, Kev. Look, you know what I mean. Kev turned into a lurker as well. Kev looks. Look, you can tell the Kev looks. Oh. Sorry, mate. I'm laughing inside my mind. It's stopping me speaking properly. Yeah, Kevin loves cake. I'm still here sorting music for tonight. Okay, yeah, yes, mate. Yeah, sorting out your playlist. That's good. Yeah, that adventure security place. It was done quite a while now. Kev would tell you we've got 25 videos still waiting to go up, and Kev's still got more in his end. You know what I mean? We got so much content; it's unbelievable. Um, you wait until one of our other videos, we find stuff and play on it, and it's like, I can't believe it was just left at this place. It was millions and millions of pounds worth of kit there, and we're playing on it. That was really good. Yeah, that security guard was all right. As you see, when he told me what country he was from, I basically said hello to him in his language. You know what I mean? And you see what exactly happened there. He took off his glove and shook my hand. You know what I mean? And I was trying to see what else he knew, but he also understood a little bit of Polish in that. Hence the reason I was like, "Witamy, we actually managed to dobrze." You know what I mean? And he understood exactly what I was saying. Szepcie, kurwa. Przepraszam. Right, exploring. Right, I'm gonna edit that adventure sometime this week. Yeah, Kev. Yeah, this is another thing, peeps. Some of you probably think sometimes. Namaste, Tarek. How you doing? Some of you will sometimes think, you know what I mean? Wait a minute, I've seen this video before or not? But we do film from other angles and stuff. So you know what I mean? There is more videos, angles coming out. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff to edit. I still got loads of stuff. When I say edit, Kev can edit. I stumble editing it. I just because I'm just using that YouTube standard. You know what I mean? I'm not using no programs or anything. I probably will do. I've got a super duper my computer up and everything. Save some money up and get a big beast. Right. Urbex 101. Sorry. Yes, that is right. Yeah, everybody. Anna has been doing a series. I think it's now the second one. We're only 3 minutes long. The second one in, I think we are, aren't we, Anna? If I remember rightly from the videos. And she's been doing like the history of female explorers and stuff. So there you go. You know what I mean? It's a case of go and hit Anna's channel up for a little bit of history done there. You know what I mean? Actually says female explorers and bygone past. A lovely way to put the old bygone there. It's a word we don't really use now in the UK much anymore, but it was a common word. Your English is very good, Anna. Your English is better than mine, I must say. I'm useless at punctuation, commas, and everything like that. I bugger it. I don't even write up joined up anymore now. Kevin, get a Mac. You always keep saying get a Mac. Once you get a Mac, you just don't go back. Right, Kev, when I've got £1,000 spare, yeah, okay. I know what the next one's going to be. It only costs a few £100, mate. Number 3 later on tonight. I Google a lot on. Okay, right, that's cool. Yeah, I should Google a lot really, but I'm raw. You just get what you see. 2008. Yeah, okay, right, Kev. I'm just going to go and rob the bank. Not mental stuff. Number 3 tonight. Explore 101. I've got you on Bell anyway. If you don't show me, I'll have to try and remember to come to it and watch that, because I've watched the 2 now. So, can you tell us any history of the actual bunkers then? Of the bunker systems you were in? That'd be nice. A little bit of history about the German bunkers and stuff that you've been in, and the German defences you found around there. Pardon me. Do you know what sort of troops would have been stationed there? Whether it have been infantry, would it have been stormtroopers, would it have been SS, would it have been like what you would call it, support troops, stuff like that? History of what was there, of the area it was defending, why it was important, things like that. Stormtroopers at Star Wars. No, it's Exploring with Kev. No, Star Wars actually got the term from the Germans. The Germans had stormtroopers, mate. They were used a lot in the First World War. These guys, and they were literally what it says. load of troopers were used to storm things. You know what I mean? Storm troopers. Used in the Second World War as well, mainly paratroopers at that time. But yeah, and then obviously, boom, Star Wars uses the term a river crossing that had 5 bunkers. All were young boys between right 18 conscripts. Would that be 101, Anna? Young German conscripts taking on the rear lines as the Allies were advancing. I'm guessing. I've seen a movie. I think it's called The Bridge. And it's exactly about that. Some young lads between 13 to about 20, 21, and they had to basically hold off the Americans on this really small, tiny crossing bridge, into a town and all that. And it's based on real life. And yeah, well, these young lads had some kahunas on them. They certainly held off the Allies' advance for a while. But when the Allies got there, I think the Allies were a bit put off, but they were basically shooting and killing children. But yeah. Dun, 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 dun. No action scene there. Okay, right. That's cool then. That's cool. That's brilliant. Were they? Was they conscripted to do it by the Germans or by your government or anything like that? Was there any bombing raids over that way? No idea. Okay, right. Yeah, that's cool. Why does it have to be so slow? Look, you guys, I'm having an argument with the computer. There you go. That's the RAF for you. They missed a lot of places. Yes, the RAF bombed the bridge once with 4 bombs and missed. They used to be quite good at that. Considering we had bomb sites, we invented the bomb site and all that. Yeah. But then again, munitions in them days weren't exactly accurate, were they? More like indiscriminate bombings. There's a big target area. Let's hope for the best. So around here where I am, out in the fields, they apparently bombed a lot. Dummy airfields, a lot of bombs were dropped off and everything. And yeah, a lot of these places around here, the Germans, when they were flying from other parts of the cities, used to just, any bombs left, release them all over this area before they had to fly over the sea and get back to Germany. Or back to Allied, back to Axis territory. And guys, Hasdak, you're probably still there in the background. Lovely bit of wind, lovely bit of rain with this lovely storm, Eric. If you've got anything in your gardens or anything like that, hunker it down and or bring it in. It's going to get blown apart. Okay, what time are you playing till tonight then? Yes, mate. Yeah. Kev, what's the wind like at your end? Because this is bloody all day on and off, mate. All day on and off. You know what I mean? This rain, this wind, and everything. Wait for things to take off. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's cool then. The one like Drone Landscapes, thank you very much for popping in, man. Thank you very much. And for that information and stuff like that and sharing history. Nice one, mate. Thank you very much. That's what it says, History Chat. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Have a good night. Or, you know what I mean? Have a good sleep, I should say. Yeah, it is here, mate. On and off all bloody day. When it does get up, it's, yeah. Let's put it this way, I'm not going out in it. It'll blow me over. Right, actually, here you go. Now, what was that from? What movie? Got to go and cook a salad. Got to go. Yeah, don't you get to fry that salad? That is cake. Anna, you have a good one. Thank you very much for popping in. Much respect. Good day to you. Or good evening, once again, I should say. You're going to have a salad too, are you, Kev? You can have a salamanga. Then probably a Burger King, mate. Bloody pain. I've been trying to sleep for the last 20 hours. It's not happening. Just, I have ice cream in the oven. Comedy Callum. I have ice cream in the oven, so I have to be quick. Hello, everyone. Yeah, fancy cake. Oh dear. So we've gone from history now to food. Yeah, cool. Thank you, Steve. Nice one, mate. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, and you're gonna. Have you got the storm where you are yet, Steve? It's going to be a blowy night for people out in the streets. Erica's here. So, anybody out this weekend doing any kind of exploring or anything, or any doing any vids? Anyone got any vids up this weekend? We have. Don't worry, we can have plenty. I could do a cream donut, Kev. Had to go after back now for a couple of minutes. That's all right, mate. You say you're still school time there, isn't it? You know what I mean, still school time. All right, Tarek, how you doing? Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Come on then, Central. Let's have a bit more. Let's have some history, more history from you. So it don't have to be war history or anything like that. It can be any kind of craziness history. It's got to be done, mate. I fly the flag in the background. I'm part of them anyway, so yeah. It's got to be done, huh? And it means you don't get to see me all in pain behind it all, like, you know what I mean? Central Engineering. I just installed Linux on your machine. Are you hacking people again, Steve? I've been trying to find Centroid. I've got this like backdrop. I can change a few of them in the back. It's just funny enough, just happened to be something I had. I've been trying to find the box today that all came in my warehouse, and I cannot find it. There's about 3 or 4 different images I can put back as the screen behind me, but where the hell this box has gone, I don't know. That's the only problem about having your little warehouse. You lose everything in there. Namaste. Any history, if anyone has been to the dark side of the moon? Oh, there you go. Has anybody been to the dark side of the moon? China has. China has put their probe down there, haven't they? Yep, we can see it, Tarek. So, Kev, what was it like working in this storm today, mate? Or you've been all right with it? Right, okay, then here's one for you. 1066. What happened in 1066? It was calm until about 12 p.m. Right, okay, yeah, and then it's all kicked off in it with this wind and everything. It's 2 days now we've had this storm. So can anyone tell me what happened in 1066? Centroid, thank you very much, mate. You know what I mean? If students are costing you, do what we would do in the old days. Put a cap in their ass. No, I'm joking. Everybody's heard about the bird. It was Hal coming over the Pennines, Battle of Yeah, Comedy Callum, but the way that's put into there, that was brilliant. You know, and if you don't put the full stop, it would be like, it was hell coming over the Pennines, it was the Battle of the Hastings. But the Pennines, yeah, that was really blowing going over there, mate. Wow. M62, yeah, across the country route. And yep, you're correct. 1066, the Battle of Hastings. You're getting married, are you, Tarek? And congratulations on your wedding, on your matrimony. So, Comedy Callum, are you home then, or are you on the van on the way home? Hey, right, well, you're the king of lips, boy. Just got in 5 minutes ago. That's all right, mate. It's not a bad one, is it then? So I don't think I'm going out. It is just too windy, too cold, and wet out there. When's the next trip to Bendover? Don't know, mate. Probably when the weather's a bit better, and probably when we can get an all-terrain buggy for me, so I don't have to black out. Someone was in Western Height Forts the other day. There's a video up of some people in Western Height Forts. You know what I mean? They got all the way in it and everything. They did some Comedy Callum ninja movements to get in there. All the way to York and can do anything all the way back. Well, that's a bloody good day then, isn't it? Travel all the way there and all the way home. Boring day because you're getting on with nothing then. And do they pay for your food and that then, Comedy Callum? Because obviously you work so far away from home and everything. In our days, what they used to do was pay us for the travel and pay us for food and also the overtime. Right, okay, Comedy. Yeah, cool. See, the bummer as well, all the way on your own there as well. Wasted journey on that bloody road. It's horrible as well. Stop moaning, boy. Come on then, peeps. If there's anyone left, come on, throw a bit of history out there. Did you have to do that in the band then, Comedy Callum? Was that in the car? The space of any car makes it easier. In the work van, right? So. I probably would have done, but I can't actually remember now. So feel free to fill us in on that one. Look, come over here then. Look. The dog's being fussy. He wants a cover on the sofa so he can sit on it. Oh. Move. Move. Well, you do what you wanted. See? Yeah, don't get to fill us in on that one then. Let's see what give you time today. Comes on. There you go. Oh no, what am I doing? Right, okay. Ah. Crazy puppy. Craziness. Look, you got what you wanted. You got that now. Why are you moaning still? You're not going out in that weather there. A little bit of rain and you want to come back in. Come on then, has that rapid. Give us some, come on. History. Oh, battlefield. Oh, someone, hello, whoever stepped into the chat. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Whoever has stepped in, wherever you're from. Chat amongst yourselves. Oh. No. I hate updates. Oh. Why is everything up to an update these days? Craziness. Let's have a look one there. Ooh. Hello. Is somebody at the door? It takes too long. That's what I have to do. I can hear. No, I can't believe this game is taking so long to load. Well, there you have it. It's going to take ages to load. No, don't need it. So who's in the house? Oh. You guys must enjoy just looking at the mask then. Trying to load up the game in the background here. Who from history would I like to meet? Genghis Khan. There you go, Genghis Khan. Plain and simple, because practically most of us come from Genghis Khan. Most of us have the genes of Genghis Khan. Who would you like to meet, Comedy Callum? Napoleon would be another good one to meet, I suppose. Christopher Columbus. Yep. What? Because he discovered America, which he didn't. It was already discovered before that. When you say discovered, there was already people living there, so I think somebody already discovered it before him, and before the people discovered it before Columbus. Suppose then you'd probably like to Marco Polo as well. It would seem Michael. Oh, they're giving me rewards, are they? Excellent. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Vikings. Vikings got bloody everywhere, didn't they, them boats? What? What's going on here? There you go. That's another people I'd like to have met. And you know what I mean? Met even the Vikings, because again, a lot of people can trace their ancestry back to that. They certainly were true explorers. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they went everywhere around the world. They even had Persian or Arabian men amongst their ranks as well. So it shows you how far they really did get, and what was called then the known world. But yeah, look at Genghis Khan though. He got all the way up to the borders of Hungary and everything like that. And then you got the Gauls as well, haven't you? Spread throughout Europe. Where's my? Sorry, guys. I'm just. Hey, El, how are we doing? Yeah, hello, Bexy. How you doing, mate? Hold the line. Title ball. Catching. What? Want to play? I don't want to mess around. Multiplayer. Yeah. Let's go for a little bit of trending front lines. If we weren't for the separation of the classes and the diseases and the awful food, I might want to travel back to Middle Ages. Might, yes, exactly. Middle Ages would have definitely been a thing to watch upon. Obviously, I would have liked to see how it went down with Saladin and in Jerusalem and everything like that, because Saladin was a great warrior. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Flight of the Navigator, if anybody can remembers that, it would be like to go something like that at some point and then go back and watch certain points of history in time. But there you go, it's probably why we're not allowed to do it. Because you're not allowed to with us lot, we'll all change the course of history, and we probably wouldn't be talking now, would we?
Conquest and rush, in a tug of war head-on engagement. Capturing the active objective allows the team to...
Agreed, Central Images would have been worth it just to see how curate our understanding if history is or isn't. Yeah, because history is only written really, if we think about it, by the victors. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's very rare you get to hear real histories of stuff that probably went on, because then people are dead and then races have been extinct and stuff like that. They say there were 7 human beings before they got to us. You know what I mean? 7 races of human beings, and each human being type race made the other one go extinct. This is another one I've got to write down now. Wait a minute. On the back of that one, yeah. That one. And the other one is, I'm probably starting, how beer safe to well. How beer safe to well. Yeah, through cleanliness of the water and how it's clean to drink and everything. I might have actually seen that, but yet again, I'm going to write it down and check that out at some point. So, the world. I should have gotten a lot of stuff last night. Too much pain, so I ended up coming away from the computer in the end. Yeah, it actually sounds familiar as well, Centroid. So, yeah, it possibly is the one. Right, am I in the game yet? Right, there you go. Oh, there's a tank there, straight away. You meet as a tank. It was safer to drink ale than water. That's right, there was certainly a lot of diseases back then, weren't there? Oh. Yes, boiling process inadvertently. Yeah, right. The boiling process inadvertently purified the water. They actually had children drinking it. That's right. Water back then was absolutely filthy. That's right. That's completely right. Yeah, that's why the Irish are completely love their drink. Oh, there's enemy in front of me. What do I do? No. Alcohol killed bacteria that wasn't present. Yep, that's right. Not bad for a maths teacher, eh? Hey, yes, mate. Not too bad, eh? As you said, you paid no attention in school and stuff like that, which I didn't for certain other reasons. But I'm dead. But yeah, I wish I'd actually paid attention now, because it's not a case of I didn't pay attention. I just didn't equate myself to it. You know what I mean? I could have done a lot better, I suppose. Whoa, what's happened there? I should have said maths. You say it any way you want to, mate. You know that. I can't talk, mate. As I say, I didn't do it, so. Oh. Yeah, man. I can't believe I slipped like that. Hey, right, yeah. I mean, the force is strong in the maths one. Oh, mate. Oh, that guy got away. Can't believe it. Oh, what you playing? It's got tanks in it, and it's the Second World War. And I'm shooting. I think I'm in a Tiger tank at the minute. I'm not too sure. I didn't actually check. I'm just a gunner in it. And I'm getting hit now by something. We're just about to be. Yeah. We've had a good few hits. But I'm just covering fire at the minute. Yes, I used to like that one. Funny you should say that. Yeah, I used to like that. I find my playing the other one at the minute. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, he died. Well, yeah, mate. He didn't die in a bunker, not at all. You know what I mean? That's certainly right. The history we taught is quite a lot of bull. You know what I mean? As I say, history is only written by the victor. There might be a history is a mystery. A mystery is a history. You know what I mean? And history is only told by the victor. UB40. Yeah. Oh. It certainly is a load of baloney what we're taught. It's amazing that you leave school and then you find out the truth in the world. Oh. Hey. Shooting the hell out of this tank. I play the battlefield, mate. That's what I play. It's the only game I possess. And this our tank's getting battered at the minute. I got to stop the barrel. It's yeah, mate. It's the one, mate. You know what I mean? Give that a go. It's brilliant. Right, Central, cool, mate. You have a good one, mate. Right. Oh, this guy's coming from my tank. Central, yeah, cool. Sound us, mate. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, get him! Enemy in front. Right, let's go for him. We're in the building. Oh, I'm gone. They got me. They got me. I need to spawn back into that tank. I do. We have taken everything. We have got everything. We're going to get them. Right, nobody's talking or anything like that. So yeah, I reckon I might shut the stream down soon. Because I'm just playing Battlefield at the minute. And right, if anybody's in, Canadian Drone Hub's in, is live. So go and support Roger. So yeah, guys, I'll catch you all later. I'm going to play this Battlefield and everything. Thank you for being in the stream, for the ones that left it open and everything like that. You know what I mean? Canadian Drone Hub, Roger's on. So yeah, go over and say hello to Roger. Cheers, y'all. I just got to remember to turn this off again. Yeah, look, you'll get to see me again, won't you? Hey. Easy.